Welcome back to the Boogie Sesh podcast.
Yes, there's another episode outside, and we are joined today. It's a very special episode.
Long awaited episode since the start of time.
The cameraman, yeah!
R to the E to the B to the S.
Oh,
You know him, the El Salvadorian beauty. Finally, for so long we ranked him. We ranked him S tier in the very first episode. The cameraman that's been with us for all these decades, all this time. Finally, getting one episode.
I tell you,
So we get a little round of applause.
yeah. I tell you what, I cannot wait for this episode. I think it's going to be really interesting and a very enthusiastic episode.
As
So,
usual.
As it will.
Yes.
As it will.
So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, we're in Windrum Chapel right now. Actually, near a place that is very near and dear to Rodolfo's heart. The skate park.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we are not too near it because there's a lot of kids there, and
Yeah.
The drum boys, as
Yeah.
they call them.
so we don't want to be too near them.
Yeah, guys. Because you know, we might do some stuff.
First question for Rodolfo. So you, of course, are the cameraman for the Boogie Sesh podcast. Can you tell us a little about your experiences? What do you like about being a cameraman? What do you not like? What could we maybe do to improve your experience as cameraman? Just tell us about your camera work throughout the ages.
Right, my job here in the Boogie Sesh podcast, I chose it. Well, I didn't choose it. I was invited into the Boogie Sesh podcast by the co-host, Callum. I was like, there's an opportunity to be in something big. I knew it was going to be something big.
Massive. Yeah.
Massive.
Enormous.
Humongous.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
What I like about being the cameraman for the Boogie Sesh podcast is I got to learn. I got a lot of feedback.
Yes.
I got to learn a lot, as the previous episodes, the camera work's been up a little bit.
Yeah, you faced a lot of criticism from, I believe it was Glorpin Schnorpin Gaming, something like that. I'm sorry if I messed up your name there, but
Yeah.
a lot of criticism, but he's improved. I think.
Every episode, a new difficulty you have to deal with. Small, big, everything.
Of course. How do you feel when you see criticism like that? Like, does that fuel you even more to progress as a cameraman?
Or is it
It
burning
does.
rage?
Yeah.
Not a burning rage. It's an opportunity to grow as a cameraman.
Rather a burning passion.
Burning passion, yeah.
Indeed. The arsonist.
Smash. Right.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Right, what the Boogie Sesh could do. Right.
Right, okay. Sorry, continue.
What the Boogie Sesh could do better for the cameraman is nothing. They are perfect.
Oh,
I am fine with the
Oh,
camera work
man.
I've been given. I am lucky to be in this position.
Oh.
Like, come on.
That's so sweet.
Oh, well,
Tell us how you really feel.
Right, I want it. Bye. Nah, just kidding. I love you guys. All your
It
work.
really does.
I admire how big these guys have gone.
Of course. This is why you are our sunshine, Rodolfo. Anyway, I think you're a great cameraman and all that. You're professional at it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Could say professional. Yeah.
Oh, so humble in his work, in his work. But of course, that's not the only thing that you're absolute class in.
Yeah.
And I want to know, right, how you are so good and so insightful and most importantly, so enthusiastic in your commentary.
Oh, like from the Caden episode.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was a big fan of that.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Since the first episodes, the mic would cut off. You would hear my breathing or me mumbling with a cast
Oh, in my
behind
secret
us.
folder.
Yep. And I got a lot of positive feedback from it. They were like, you should comment, That was the highlight of the video.
Of course, yeah.
And I was like, we have no mics for this episode, for the Kieran episode. I was like, I may as well do it. You know,
Yeah.
I've got it in me.
And that. So, did you come up with those on the spot, or had you like for some of the, like your lines? Did you have them like written down beforehand, or was it all just like right from the brain?
Right from the brain.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
man.
a natural. I say.
Because most commentators, you know, they normally have like a script ready beforehand, you know, with all the facts and all that. But no, this guy freestyles.
That game could have gone anywhere. You know, no
It
script
could've-
could have completed every single thing that could have gone in that match.
Oh,
I think my favourite line from that one was when Cameron was going for the goal,
oh.
and he was like, he just, and he gets the ball, like, oh, Cameron goes for it, goal!
Yeah.
Truly
Timing
exciting
on
moment.
point.
What could have been just a overseen scene
Yeah.
went, and I expanded on it. You know.
Ah. Do you
Cameron,
know what I
what's
love?
one of your lines? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh.
I just want to see my favourite part about that
Yeah.
specific just coldness of commentary, right? What I loved was, he says, shoots it when the ball's in the back of the net. You know what I mean? Like, no other commentator, like, does it
Goal
like
about
that.
5 seconds after.
Yeah, exactly. It's so cold. And, oh my god, I just love the way that you do it.
Spicing the game up.
Spicing the game up. You know. You seen the goal, and I remind you of it. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like he scored twice.
Yeah.
But he did score several times actually.
He
But it's like
did.
he scored twice in one.
What would I say my favourite bit of commentary was from Rodolfo? I think it's got to be when Caden scored, and you know, it was an okay goal, but you know,
Mediocre.
mediocre at best. But this guy, what I love about it, the ball hits off the post and it goes, and he goes, goal. I mean, he made such a boring goal turn into the most entertaining goal.
No, I think it was kind of like. Oh. Was that a goal? That was it.
Oh, okay, there we go. But you know,
Yeah.
you get the gist, ladies and gentlemen. So that
Yeah.
would be my favourite.
I mean, there was cave, and you know, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you missed out the Caden episode, you think football's not really my thing, or specifically this football isn't my thing. You can just watch like the second half for Rodolfo's commentary alone.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
it makes it so much better.
It's so entertaining.
Turns that terrible episode into a good one.
Indeed. He carried us for real, and we'll always be thankful for that.
Now, speaking of terrible and good episodes,
Oh,
out of all of the Boogie Sesh episodes, which one would you say was your favourite? What's your favourite and your least favourite?
favorite one definitely has to be the year and the read episode.
Oh, just the last one. Check it out.
Just
if you
the
haven't.
last one. This is how good the Boogie Sesh episodes have become.
Yeah.
You know.
But why is that? Can I ask?
Last day of school. No, maybe not last day. Computing. There was a lot of exciting moments on that classroom watching the video again.
Of course.
Yes. And
Cheryl skipped her.
some certain teachers in that computing department. Remember to subscribe if you haven't.
Like that wee
I'm
bell.
talking to you.
Yeah, they know.
You said you did. SC.
Ooh.
You remember? You still got to subscribe.
Still, shout out to you, big man.
Shout out, yeah.
Thank you for that.
You have
shout
been a
out.
big supporter
Yep,
of the Out of School
course.
podcast.
of course.
Big fan of you.
Hope you have a good life.
Yeah. Back at it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rodolfo, moving on from all that, we went all off course there. You know, that was a good episode. What was your least favourite?
You know, that is the hard part, you know.
Now, obviously, all of the episodes are incredible, as you well know, but this is the least incredible in your eyes.
As people may enjoy it because it's my commentary. However, I didn't enjoy as much was the Caitlin Agnew episode.
Okay.
It was a rough day for me, you know. It was quite cold. I had the phone in my hands for about I can't remember.
About half
30
an
minutes.
episode.
Yeah.
Something like that. we
And
did
my
a
hands
proper
were
show.
freezing.
Yeah.
You know, I thought my fingers were gonna come off in that episode. You know, I thought the camera would just like plummet, and you see my fingers, my dead, like my frozen fingers along it. but you know,
Oh,
rough day.
Oh,
But I made it good, you know.
Yeah,
That commentary was
yeah.
worth it.
It
Kept me
was-
going, kept me going.
it was a very tough episode, I think, to record. You guys may not know, as our episodes always go incredibly smoothly on camera,
Of course.
but off camera, we somehow face almost every problem that you could think of, as opposed to how excellently it goes
Elijah.
in the episode. We are not naming any names, Elijah.
No,
not at
no
all.
one, no one, no one.
Michael trying to charge us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Caden trying to charge us. Yes,
Want a
yes,
rematch?
I did see that comment, Caden,
Yeah.
and I did not reply to it. I did not like it because I'm not even going to humour that. Who do you think you are? Anyways,
Anyway,
Cam.
back.
Okay. Rodolfo, of course. This is, if you're a true fan of the Boogie Sesh podcast, this is an absolute staple of a question.
exactly.
And here we go,
For a
Rodolfo.
staple of a member.
Of course. And loads of people probably want this, or want to know this.
Yes.
What is your morning routine, Rodolfo?
Okay.
Big moment.
Wake up at early in the morning. You know, you want to have as much of the day as you can.
Of course.
So, right. Wake up. I get my breakfast. Usually like cereal, but sometimes you know my dad cooks up some really yummy. So I'm very fortunate to have my dad cook something up in the mornings. You know. Also, right after that, I have my breakfast. Then I go for a shower.
Okay. Okay.
I do not wash the hair every day. I do have to say it has gone that long. Yeah.
Would you not recommend washing your hair every day?
If it's long, would you say you should wash it less?
Uh,
Fly went up my nose.
every 2 days, you know, like what you do it one day, not the next, one day, you know,
Okay.
right? You know, but you gotta really put your time into that one day. You're showering your hair, you know.
That's fair. That's
Get-
fair.
Go hard in the shower.
2 washes
Not
of Head and
like
Shoulders,
the
you
Aidan
know.
Scott episode, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't encourage that. So, what do you normally get usually for breakfast? Well, what do you eat? It's the first thing. It's the most important part of the thing.
I cannot tell you.
So-
I mean, it's a roller coaster. Every morning, I just wake up to a different meal.
Sorry, before we were so rudely interrupted, Rodolfo, continue. It's a roller coaster.
Yep.
For your breakfast.
Like this morning, I had a gourmet omelette from my dad. You know,
Gourmet. Homemade it gourmet.
just the way it was prepared. You know, with love.
Oh.
That's the secret. You know, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of told quite a lot of people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Keep it
They
within
don't know.
the
They don't know how
community.
to do it with love.
All
though.
the
Okay.
I
millions
have
of
to-
viewers.
Yeah, they have to be taught. You know,
Okay, yeah, fair dues, fair dues. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen.
you can't teach that.
You can
Okay.
not teach that. Of course.
Of course, yes, yes.
Right, so Rodolfo, you are, of course, you're a big part of the podcast. You always have been. But at the same time, you've always been a big fan of the episodes, a big fan of the content that you're in. So, if you were to choose any guest to come on, who would you choose to come on the podcast? Like, who do you want to see on the podcast?
I know it's not gonna be possible, but there's a certain teacher.
Right.
I just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it. Let's
Hold on, wait. A non-teacher,
Non-teacher.
someone that's technically possible.
Right. If it's technically possible, then you've got them all. Finally, you've got all
Wow.
You got all the
Anyone
interesting-
that has
No,
not been
actually-
on,
Yeah.
know this, Rodolfo does not want you on, he doesn't
No.
find you interesting,
No,
he
no,
does
no.
not
No,
want to see your
no.
episode. You
You're-
can have
you're
a
welcome.
repeat guest, you can have someone on that's already been on for like another episode.
Oh, Andrew. Andrew McCombs.
Oh, okay,
That-
okay. Can I ask why?
It's kind of
Do you need to?
self-explanatory, that question.
I don't know, I think the feels...
Expanding on his name will be difficult. That's
I would very much like Andrew McCombs to come back on.
yeah. That's
I'm glad Pride Month is done.
No
Yeah.
offence, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, I already made that joke last episode, but Ben,
well.
you know what? It's always good to get you a little shout out. We were planning on having you on as a double guest episode with Andrew. Don't know if that's ever going to happen, but fingers crossed, huh?
Anyway, as well, I thought this was still known knowledge. I thought you were an avid gym goer, but rumours have it you're not. You've retired, but
Temporarily, I hope.
yeah,
Temporarily, yeah. I am recovering from the big, the upping of the price of the membership. I have
the
not
undisclosed location.
I have not
Yes.
been happy about it,
Okay.
So I need to take my time to make up for the
Readjust.
for the money,
Okay. Fair dues.
Do some summer jobs to up me possibly going to the gym again. I've just been gathering up money, since the
But right, from back in the days where you did go to the gym, what would you say was your favourite exercise to do? I think Cameron's going to ask.
Yes.
favorite exercise. I would probably say deadlifting. I have so much fun memories. I've done it till the last day I went to the gym, Last day before I went away.
Yeah, these off.
Before I went away, I done my deadlift.
Deadlift?
Yeah, deadlifting. Love them.
How's your back? Did you feel any lower back pain when you did deadlifting?
I did have to go to the physiotherapist, for my back. Did maybe go slow on the gym.
Maybe get a belt.
Maybe get a belt. That it would help.
Like Brian suggested that I should. Brian, who do you think you are?
Brian, you show us what you do with that belt.
Yeah. Well, actually,
You try deadlift. You try deadlifting the same way I do, in comparison to your body weight.
I think we need to see
Pull a
that now.
belt.
I think we need to see
Prove
that.
us wrong, but I really don't think that you're entitled to tell me to get a belt.
10 cents.
Beef going on here in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, there we go. Well, I think that kind of concludes this little bit.
The segment of
Yeah.
our questions for Rodolfo. Rodolfo, you wouldn't happen to have any questions for us, would you?
I do. No, I know. The cameraman, out of all the episodes, I've been waiting to ask so many questions.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I know
Imagine
the
having
first
to
one.
check your phone for the questions.
Loser.
Right,
True, that's
fine. There goes the phone. Anyway, first question. Do you all listen to music? Are you a big music listener?
No, yes.
Yes. Oh, I mean,
Oh,
I would
so-
expect it from you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have made some bangers.
Yeah, check out Living the Scheme, Maintaining the Scheme. We'll probably only have Maintaining the Scheme link down below, but you can check out Living the Scheme from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Back to the question.
What type of music do you listen to?
Oh. Well, obviously, I like a good bit of nursery rhymes.
Oh, nursery rhymes. I see the inspiration.
Yeah, of course.
Get into the music you make. Spilling through.
Of course.
Waiting for Frosty the Roadman. Oh, Muckatee.
It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Marketing is these three words.
We had a little shiv.
Please make music again, Marketing. But
Monday back.
Right, but other than that, I do like a little bit of nursery rhymes, and I love Wham.
Wham.
George Michael.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, brother.
Wake me up before he went. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He will not be your man anymore. Yeah, so that's what I think first off.
Going to Callum.
I will say I'm
You're quite the Radiohead guy, are you? Quite the Muse guy. Quite the.
I've dabbled. I'd say I'm a big fan of your 80s classics. I like a good bit of Nick Kershaw. You know, it's a bit of a riddle that more people don't know more about him. Wouldn't it be good if you caught that reference? Yeah. I'm also partial to some nursery rhyme, but I'm big fan of drill rap. You know, listening to all the scheme songs.
You can tell he's a driller.
Yeah, my driller. What's up, my man? You know, ship me down the corner block. You know that stuff. Bro, real ones know me. Real ones know "Shank Me at 4 a.m." by Lil Stabsy. The beat absolutely slaps, slices me up, man. I don't feel safe going out at night anymore.
He's a bit of a chingy bear, to be fair.
Back to the Boogie Sesh.
Do you have any more questions for us, or any continuations from this question?
You have asked me about my camera work. Now I'm asking you, are you pleased with my camera work, and would you replace me with another cameraman?
I believe that the only reason that we would ever replace you as a cameraman was if we were to get you on as a tertiary host. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying, you know, he's an unofficial host. Let's be real. Most people are not here for your camera work. Exactly. Your camera work is definitely improved. This is a lot better than it was before. But most people are here for you know, they're here for Rodolfo.
That's right.
Not Rodolfo's camera work.
Charisma, you know.
Yeah. Now let's hear from Cammy. What are your thoughts on my camera work?
Well, my thoughts on the camera, I can't lie. I have to say, no one does it quite like Rodolfo and his camera work. And
that's true.
I don't think the Boogie Sesh would be as good as it is without his camera work.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
For me, he's irreplaceable. You know what I mean? I think he's the most unique cameraman there is out there, and I'm glad that he's part of the crew.
There's not much you can do with an iPhone 7, let me tell you.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, it's not that anyone here at the Boogie Sesh would, you know, be having to use an iPhone 7 because we're all extremely rich individuals.
Yeah.
Very wealthy. You know, we've all got the latest iPhone 78 Pro Max Pluses, you know,
of
and
course.
all the works really. In fact, we don't even record with a phone. We record. We've got a high quality camera. You can't see because we can't really turn it around to show itself. But
it's a shame.
We've actually got it set up here. We've got a massive tripod. It's, you know, it's high tech stuff.
High tech. Who came up with the idea for the Boogie Sesh podcast? Who was it?
Well, if you really must know about the start of the Boogie Sesh podcast, I must take you back to the formation of the Boogie Sesh itself.
Of course.
So, a fateful day in English, just last year, our lovely guest from just the last episode, Ewan Reid, in our deserted classroom, our teacher had left at that point, and he said, "Cam, do you want to see this cool dance?" I'm like, "Can't be that cool."
Yeah.
Placed his hands on my shoulders, says, "Do the same to me." Whatever could this be? You know what dance we did? You know that dance? The Ewan Reid, right there. I thought, oh my goodness, I've just discovered the wonder of a boogie. And I thought, oh, this is great. So, later in religious education, it was nearing the end of the period, a dull period, unfortunately. Not that I'm saying that religious education is a dull subject by any means, but just that period in particular was rather dull. And, you know, I was a little down the dumps, and I thought, hit a boogie, hit a couple boogie moves. I'm like, okay, I need someone to do the Ewan Reid with.
Of course.
And I go around and there's at my table many celebrities. I see the one, Muckatee, Trashy Plays, and of course, Cammy the Snake G. The only one brave enough, strong enough, free enough to join me was this man right here.
I was indeed.
From then on, almost every RE period, from then on, we would hit a Boogie Sesh, the Boogie Sesh, at the end of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me cry.
Indeed.
And that is how the Boogie Sesh was formed, but not the podcast. So at our undisclosed school, don't worry, big man,
Got you
we're
covered.
not leaking anything here. They announced the start of a new podcast. And we were given the opportunity to apply. So we were applying for this, and once again, RE. And we thought, the more we thought about it, we thought, we're going to be very restricted. We're going to be locked down by the society that we live in, the matrix, as we often say.
Of course.
Will tie us down.
Strippers have
And-
ever rights.
Yes, and so then when we were filling out the form to apply for this podcast, I turned to Smeg G and I say, if we don't get into this podcast, we should start our own. And they took so long to get back.
So long.
They weren't even in the race yet. We got in the race before they even started, you might say.
Wow. So poetic.
And we started our very first episode. And Boogie Sesh, based off what we did. And RE, the very place that we came up with the idea for that episode.
Of course. And this is the thing,
The
ladies
rest
and
is
gentlemen.
history.
The rest is history. But that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, though. Without the vision and the creative thinking, some may say, a CP, none of this would have happened as well.
But of course, I wouldn't have been able to carry this out without my beautiful co-host, Smeg G.
Stop it, man.
And of course, there was the issue. We're like, how on earth are we going to film these episodes? And I was like, who would I want on? Who would be such a supporter of the Boogie Sesh that they would actively record the videos for us? So I thought there's only one man for this job.
Who was it?
Man, you see before you right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that is how Boogie Sesh podcast was formed. Story time over.
Story time over.
I kind of went on for a bit, but yeah.
It's fine, you know what? They deserve to know the truth.
Exactly.
A beautiful
That's,
ending. to
that's
a
what the
Boogie Sesh
Matrix will hide
episode.
from you.
Exactly. They will not show the truth.
Is that your last question?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
said
a
that,
beautiful ending to the Boogie Sesh podcast, but there's still questions I have.
Oh, you thought we were over.
So did we.
Ooh.
No.
Yep.
Oh, we are coming to an end to school, to our.
Of course.
So I was wondering if the Boogie Sesh does extend after school, and you still have members you still want to get in the Boogie. Will you continue after school, or will it be like an end to it? Because there are members like popping left and right,
That is true. That's true. I think really, we just keep on going until there's maybe nothing really left else to do. I guess.
True.
Yeah, I feel like it's really about what direction the Boogie Sesh will take from then on. I mean, it's already an out of school activity.
Of course.
Like we are not doing this within school anymore. So I believe that as long as we still have work to do, we still have people to entertain, we still have our mission to complete, we're going to continue on
Yep.
for you guys.
Wow, the passion of these guys is incredible, you know?
And of course the work rate as well of Rodolfo.
I would like
Yeah.
to actually, I'd like to swing that question back to you. If we do continue after school, would you continue to be our cameraman?
I will.
Oh, there we go.
Heartwarming.
So, next question. You yourself, Callum, are a big board game enjoyer.
Okay.
What would you say is your favourite board game?
I'll give you a little where my favourite and my least favourite.
Right? That's
First off, my
fair.
least favourite. If anyone out there, if you're watching this and you've played the board game Wingspan, I hate you. We're ops. We're ops. So I will not give my reason for that, but for favourite, I think that a very solid choice would have to be the game Sheriff of Nottingham.
Wow, what a game.
Played this with
Must play, must play.
Most player. Okay.
full of lies and deceit.
Like the Matrix.
Recently had a player, you know who you are,
Oh.
that played this game. Absolutely deceived me. I thought there's no way that someone playing this game for the first time is going to come up with a lie this eloquent, and pulled the wool over my eyes and ended up scraping a win from that game.
Wow.
Incredible work.
That person also pushed me to be a better cameraman, you know, with the harsh commentary. And I was like, I'll prove you wrong.
Oh, cold.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite cold. I've got quite a thin jacket on, so
Yeah,
it's rather
yeah.
cold.
Right. This appears to be the end of the questions.
Okay, there we go.
In that case, I would like you to give one more little answer here. You are a very wise person. Would you like to leave off this episode with any words of advice, or are there any just anything that you'd like to tell to the audience? Just words of wisdom, really.
Don't let anyone stop you. Improve on your mistakes.
Of course.
Peace.
Original.
Peace.
Right.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that it's about time for the Boogie Sesh itself.
Here we go.
Now, I have messaged Skeptor asking if he is going to change his dance because he has decided that he is not particularly happy with his current dance.
Wow.
For some reason, I
have
could
no
not
idea.
tell you why.
I don't know what the problem would be.
But,
Okay.
Get back to you now.
Let's get into the Boogie Sesh.
Let's get into the Boogie Sesh.
Right.
Good one.
Let's start off with the Ewan Reeds.
Of course, makes sense. There we go.
Does make sense.
Right.
Right, okay.
That was incredible. Right, let's do this.
Oh my God.
The Mr. Adam.
Oh yes!
Oh, the
Chicken.
funky
My
chicken.
favourite one. Oi.
Right, the Andrew McComiskey.
Yeah.
The Elijah. Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Cook.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
good.
the Cook. Right,
Okay.
James Glee. Logie Shuffle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I've been ready for this.
There we go.
Second one.
Hard version.
Right. Oscars one.
Yeah. Who's that one? Oh right.
What's the other one?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Next up, I believe, is the Sportsman Barber.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Right. You read your. How's that go?
It's like that diagonally. It's 2 in it, 2 diagonally.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh my goodness. Now, Rodolfo, you have been cameraman for the whole time, and you've always known you were going to get an episode. You must have been thinking about what your dance was going to be.
I have been cooking.
Oh my goodness.
Special
We're
treatment,
gonna
you
get
know,
some
special
liquid.
treatment.
We're gonna get low with this one, alright?
Okay.
Right.
So,
That was cool.
most of it there.
Right, so
the spinning was like a heart.
The cameraman, yeah.
Oh, the cameraman! Oh my
You're the
god!
cameraman.
So, was it two? So it's two this way, two
Well,
that
look.
way. It's
yeah, oh right, yeah,
Whoa.
cold.
perfect. And if Thomas has submitted a new one, that will go at this point here. This is a dance that seemed to be derived from Thomas's form on the tricep pull down. Pull down.
It's gonna be hard, you know, getting the curve in.
It's gonna be very hot. Alright.
Thanks for submitting that one. Thanks for submitting that one, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you.
That's. What is your shout out?
Oh yeah. With me first?
Yes,
or,
you
okay,
can-
right. Oh
You
my
can go
god.
first. I've got mine.
Oh, my shout out is. Oh, I'm gonna shout out Mucka T.
Wow, what a show,
Couldn't make
man.
it this week, but
Yeah,
okay.
unfortunate.
Later.
Right, you go for yours.
I'll
I
go
haven't
for
asked
mine.
him, I'm still-
I will shout out Mr. L. You're a real one.
Okay.
Not saying name, but you know you got to subscribe. You've always been a big fan of the Boogie Sesh, despite maybe not having watched it. I hope you see this bit here.
My show goes up to Mr.
Oh.
I know he doesn't watch, but you know, he's a true one.
Fair
He
dues.
taught me physics like no one did, you know. He opened my eyes, you know.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right, let's just head straight to behind the scenes then. Stay fricked up.
Stay
Stay
fricked
fricked
up. Right, let's see it, Rodolfo.
Oh, switch up. Oh, right, try special move. I got low.
Oh!
Yeah. You can do this. Almost.
You've almost got that.
Ooh.
Oh!
That way you fell off it.
yeah.
We got leafies in.
I do not have a warm up by the way, so.
Ah, it's all good.
Let's go down into the rink.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh,
drift. Almost got that one.
oh.
Oh.
He never cuts.
Never. Oh, is he going to go ring around the roses?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I respect
Speed
that.
on it.
I like it.
I'm sure what he was trying to accomplish there.
You weren't recording that! Were you recording that? I think I may have caught like half it. Wait, hold up.